Alrighty. Hey y'all, we will get started in just a moment. I will drop a playlist in. We'll start on our backs so you guys can get settled if that is where you're ready to be. All right, y'all. Let's start on our backs. As mentioned, but if you are not there yet, we can get there now. Couple deep breaths. Just a little extra new light today. And happy Friday. Take a moment to just evaluate, not evaluate, but maybe just recognize, right, the fact that it is Friday. Regardless of like what that means for you, right? If you got a busy weekend, if you got something fun coming up, or if you're just like working and not even super hyped about it, remember though, right, that it's still a day that you get to choose to enjoy or not, right? Because that always applies. It always applies that you get to choose how to feel about what you have to do, about what you get to do. It's always a choice to see and respond. And give yourself the opportunity to just have a different perspective on what you're, again, having to do and wanting to do. Most things that we do are choices. I remember that. And let that kind of sit for a second while you're just on your back. Maybe you can let your knees start to fall a little side to side. Little windshield wipe. Just consider that most things that we do are choices. And they might be out of necessity, right? They might stem from necessity, especially like in work, right? But most things that we do still have an element of choice. And when we take ownership of that, the framing is just different. I'm choosing to obsess over the light about this right now. I cannot get it right now that I'm back in Chicago. But there is point to that, right? Let your knees fall to the left and just leave them there. Even as that's a joke, right? We also choose what we think about. It's not to say that the thoughts don't come up in our minds without choice, that we're not triggered by things, that there aren't moments where we'd rather not have someone, something kind of pop in, but we do choose what we hold on to. Bring your knees back up through the center, let them fall to the right. So that's why this practice is a pretty cool thing, right? You get to process and release some of that. Not to mention, like, remember, right, that we are accountable to what we choose. Bring your knees back up through the middle. If you want to windshield wipe them one or two more times to let the go rock a little side to side. And then, this is Zen class, so we might not get too wild here, but just remember to the points, right, of choosing, of accountability. If you want to turn this up, if you need to get a little more energy, a little more power on your mat, like, especially cameras off, you guys can do whatever you need to do. Otherwise, though, stretch your legs out long in front of you, point your toes, reach your arms behind you, so you're in one big streamline stretch. Wiggle your fingers, roll your wrists, roll your ankles, wiggle your toes, just create some movement in places, right, where we don't when we're not paying attention. You can take a big old breath in. And then exhale, bring your right knee near your chest, give it a squeeze. Rock it a little left and right. You're gonna take it in a small circle spine. And then bring that right knee across your body into a twist. So right foot can land on the left thigh or come all the way down to the ground. Right arm can extend. And just notice, at least for me, this is just one of those shapes, one of those stretches that feels good. And it is okay to feel good. Sort of kind of considering choice and ownership, like I think especially after the last year, but in general, like we sometimes forget that that's just the aim. Right? It really can be that you just choose things that make you feel good. Just feel that in your body now. Exhale. And then bring your right knee back in toward your chest. Squeeze it, and you can just open it to the right or take your right hand to your outer right foot for a half happy baby. Press your right heel up toward the ceiling. But use that right arm to draw your right shoulder down and to kind of resist the foot pressing up and away from you. If you want movement, right, you can extend the leg. You can rock it side to side or just keep the stillness if it feels good. Okay, one more breath. And then release that right foot. Bring your right knee back into your chest just one more time. Kind of doing things in reverse. Kick the right heel up toward your ceiling. Hands behind your right thigh. Point and flex the toes. So right leg straight up and down. Extend. And I'm going to keep my hands behind my right thigh, but you can walk them up toward the calf to the ankle if you need more. It's just like, don't force it. Right? Let it feel good. Take a big breath in. And then keep that right leg long as you exhale, lower it all the way down. Just notice if you can get the right heel like longer than the left after that. Good. Bring your left knee into your chest. Give it a hug. Same deal. Maybe just a little swing side to side first. Maybe little circles. Just kind of getting in the hip joint. Take a nice big breath in. And then twist left knee across your body. Exhale. Extend the left arm. The left shoulder relatively grounded or at least moving in that direction. If you can soften your face, it's not a bad idea to open and close your jaw and move it around. Just notice where the tension might be held naturally. Good, exhale. And then as you're ready, that knee comes back in toward you, open it to the left. Half happy baby or just a little wider with that knee toward your tricep. And extend the legs, do whatever you did on the first side. Keep pressing that right heel forward so the low back stays neutral. Two more breaths. Good, and you gotta let go of the foot to bring your left knee square. Kick the left heel up toward your ceiling. Hands behind your left thigh. Little point flex and circle of the ankle. And then keep both feet flexed. You need to draw the leg in a little closer, fine. Good, big breath in. As you exhale, left foot down next to your right. Stretch your arms behind you, point your toes again, breathe in. Exhale, both knees in toward you. Give them a little hug. And rock side to side, take small circles in your low back, one direction and the other. And then let's just make sure we have a solid foundation for the day, for the weekend. Lift your heels up away from your hips so your shins are parallel to the floor. Hands are gonna come toward your thighs. And we're just gonna press the hands forward into your legs. You're gonna resist pressing your legs back into your hands. So hands to the quads, push and resist. And just feel your core turn on a little bit. You know how hard you're working here, right? So frankly, it doesn't have to be at all, if this sounds like a lot. Frankly, it can be really a lot. Like I can shake here with the amount of resistance that you can apply. But you're holding, you're activating to some degree for 3, 2. Good. Exhale, lower your feet. Scoot up, kind of bridge pose, hands down by your hips. Take a big breath in here, fill up your belly. Exhale, just ground your low back, push your low back down, almost like you're trying to tuck your tail toward your heels. Again, breathe in, just fill up your front. Exhale, press your low back down, then engage your glutes, lift your hips up. So pause and bridge. Heels rooted, inner arches rooted. Glutes are relatively engaged here. Wrap your ribs toward each other so your abdominals are active. Stabilize. Take a big breath in. Exhale, lower your hips down. All right, knees into your chest. Rock a little forward and back. So we're gonna rock up and down. We're not even spending too much time off our backs today. So just take your time to come up toward a seat. Feet together, knees wide, Baddha Konasana, hands to your shins. Take a breath in and pull your heart up like a seated cow pose. As you exhale, seated cat, round back like you fall back with your hands right there. Good, again, inhale, pull through, lift up. And exhale, roll back. A few more like this. If you want to keep with the cat-cow, is great. If you'd rather take some spinal circles, free it up, do your thing. A-okay. Little bit of free play here. See what feels good. Let's just say next time you inhale, you sit up a little taller. You exhale, dip your chin down toward your chest. Take your left ear over to your left shoulder, breathe in. Exhale, chin to your chest. Inhale, other way, right ear, right shoulder. Exhale back through the middle, one more time each side. Just keep it in that front plane of your body. Good, the next breath in, chin up. Your head can tilt back slightly if it feels okay. Exhale, find neutral. Keep the legs or cross them. Reach your arms up, take a breath in. Right hand down by your right hip, left arm out and over, make a big side stretch. Lean back, open your chest toward the ceiling on an in-breath. And then as you exhale, like you're trying to reach past that front knee, kind of curve in, cave in, and around. Do it again, inhale, lean back, press into your right hand, open up. Good, exhale, just any amount around toward the ground. Next time you lean back, just pause there. You can stay or take your arm in circles. You want to get that shoulder a little more. Especially if y'all been Doing the rest of these workouts with tone this week, good idea to stay mobile. Big side stretch, glue your left hip down, reach past your left ear. And then switch it, take a breath in and reach up. Left hand by your left hip, right arm out and over, side bend. Gonna lean back just like we did on an inhale, chest open, turn open. And as you exhale, it's just kind of like you're trying to stretch past your left knee towards the ground. And do just one more like that. Breathe in, be patient with yourself. Exhale, roll in. And then lean back. You can hold it there. Take that arm in circles. Switch directions. Reach past your ear, glue that right hip down. And inhale, stretch up, sit tall. Exhale, fold over your legs. You can walk your hands out, and sway a little side to side. Just do a little less. For the most part, like what being Zen is about to me, is doing a little less. Take another breath here. And then walk your hands in, lift your chest up. Bring your knees together. Move them out of the way, just brief time in tabletop. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, rocking a little side to side. Take a few spinal circles here. And extend your right leg back. Just gonna activate the glute here for a moment, pump it up and down. Take a big breath in. And then right knee towards your right tricep, step your foot outside your right hand. Rock your hips forward. And you can move a little side to side if that feels good for that hip flexor group, or rock forward and back. You're sliding in and out of a half split. And then in time, we're just going to turn it into a twist. Left hand under your shoulder. Right hand in the inner thigh. Roll your chest open. You're dying to grab that back foot, bend your left knee. Connect. Take a nice big breath in. Left foot down. Right hand inside of your right foot. Lean back for that half split. And then rebend your right knee, walk your hands forward. Take that right foot back toward a supported side plank, is what I'm trying to say. Right foot back, foot down, right arm up, turn open. Stretch your right arm past your right ear. If you want to get a little more side bendy about it. Just let it feel good. Then inhale your right arm high. Exhale, right hand down, right knee down, table. Left leg back, take a breath in. Left knee, left tricep, you're gonna step the foot outside your hand. Right hand stays, left hand to the inner thigh. Roll your chest open. Good, we'll come back to the movement, just hold it there. You grab the back foot on the other side, you wanna repeat here. Release the back foot. Left hand inside of your left leg. Here's where you can rock a little bit. You can move back and forth. Just give yourself the opportunity for a minute to create some mobility like we did on the first side. I'm going to change the order of operations here. And then when you get back to that half split, and you just hold it for a breath. Rebend your left knee, hands down. Get that supported side plank, so left leg's gonna swing back. Stamp it down, reach your left arm high. And then you're just gonna sweep it forward. Good, take a big breath in. And out. Reach your left arm up. And then left hand down, left knee down. Okay. Rock left and right. Walk your hands into your knees, come up to a high kneeling position. Interlace your fingertips behind you. Just puff your chest out for a moment. Big posture corrector. Draw your chin back toward you. So you're creating kind of triple chin land here. Just to strengthen your neck. Bear your ribs in slightly so the back bend is in your upper back, not so much your low. If you'd rather take your hands to your hips, squeeze your elbows and kind of puff more into camel, that's fine, but don't go there if that's not just like a natural shape for you or not super warm in the back bend space. Good, exhale. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. I curl your back toes under and sit your hips towards your heels. Small and broken toe. Feet nice and supported for whatever you got going on this weekend. Hug your heels toward each other. Stay breathing. Exhale and fold. Rock forward. Point your toes back and then roll your ankles. Amazing what kind of tending to the feet can do. Good. Sleep on the side. Sit your hips down. Come back to a seat. Let your legs go out long in front of you. And actually rebend your right knee. Step it over your left thigh. Take your left arm up in the air and twist. Hook your left elbow or wrap it. Turn your chest to the right. So last couple twists here is, I think it's nice to let twist embody like the release, the sort of squeezing out of things. So maybe let these just release the need to do too much. The resistance to let things feel good. We let it release the lack of agency, the victimhood sometimes we put ourselves in and through, like we don't have a choice. Let it free up some space for you to know like you're in your own body, your own power. Back through the center and leave your right leg. Just a simple switch, left foot up and over. Bend your left knee, reach your arm up, turn to the left, rotate. And exhale. And then you're back through the center, unhook the leg, legs straight out long in front of you, a more neutral fold. Reach your arms up. And then just pour forward. Carefully roll up. And then you can roll back. You can stretch out or just settle right in. What I'll say at the top of Shavasana is I'll give you a minute or two here, but if you know you want more right now, just like shut it down, shut us off, and like let yourself float and rest. That's all you need to do here. Yeah, because you can stay. You start to wake back up slowly. Stretch back out, and just as you're doing that, don't forget your breath. Deep ones, don't rush back into it. Maybe bend your knee. Rock to your side. It's a good place to pause for a moment and hit reset. Before you just press up into a seat. Hands on your legs, shoulders up, back, and down. So you're just nice and tall. Say thank you to yourself for slowing it down, for choosing to be here, to show up for you, to get to, I don't know, a place of Zen, whatever that means for you. A place where you know you, where you take care of you, and where you show up for you. Keep it cool and calm this weekend. Reach your arms up overhead, and then that commitment to yourself, you get to draw to your center. Give yourself a bow, and I bow to you too. Thanks for being here. Namaste. Happy Friday, yogis. I hope that is a good one for you. Sorry about this weird leg today. I'm gonna figure it out for Monday. I will see y'all soon. Thank you, Jen, Lisa.